Good morning, everybody. So, welcome to day 6 of our 30-day self-care challenge. And so for those of you who this is the first time that you are connecting with our self-care challenge, I just wanted to hop on to say I am excited that I'm doing this. I just kind of went through the list of things that have already been suggested over the last 6 days or 5 days. Today's the 6th day. And so we've had a lot of conversations about some of the things that have actually been coming on. So people have actually been sending me emails or email messages as well as private messages. And some of the conversations have been about like, okay, I'm not doing it right. And I'm not doing it all the time. And it's really, the self-care challenge is really about doing you and making sure. So these are suggestions of things that you can be doing. And I'm huge on saying, take what you need and leave the rest. And I really honestly believe that. I really honestly believe that if it doesn't resonate for you, then don't do it. Give things a chance, however. So if we just automatically say, no, that's not going to work for me, or I've tried it before, it's not going to work. And sometimes we're coming at things from a different angle or a different place. And it's just really important for us to be able to give that an opportunity. Because if we don't give it an opportunity, then it can't grow. It can't grow, it can't change. Hey, Lonnie. And we have absolutely no idea whether or not this is actually going to move forward or not move forward if we don't even give it a chance. So give it a chance. And if it's not working perfectly, then one of the quotes that I have been hearing several times this week from a training that I'm in. And one of the things that this particular person has been saying over and over and over again is done is better than perfect. So it doesn't need to be perfect. Just get it done. Just get it done. Just try it. Just put it out there. Put yourself out there. And just allow that part of you to grow and build on it. It doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect. None of us are perfect. And it's really important for us to be able to remember that. And sometimes it's a challenge. Sometimes other people put expectations on ourselves. But more often than not, we put those high expectations on ourselves. We are the ones that set these standards of hoops that we feel that we need to go through. Sometimes it is imposed by others, but a lot of times it's our own conversations that we have in our own head. And I think that that is really important for us to be able to remember as we're moving into this day 6. And so it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay not to have it done 100%. And so just to kind of recap what it is that we have done so far, what it is that we've actually talked about so far is writing a letter to your future self. And so I'm really looking forward to July 1st when I'm going to get my letter back, because I did it online. And so I'm actually going to get the email back on July 1st. So really looking forward to that message. Reading 15 minutes before bed. And since I actually shared that one, I did okay up until last night. So I didn't last night, but that's because I had something else that I was interested in listening to and participating in. And so then by the time that was done, it was like, okay, I'm not reading now. It's too late. So I didn't read last night, but I did for every other night other than last night. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing that I've got that part implemented, and I'm going to continue to do it. But it doesn't mean that I have to do it every single day and that life is going to fall apart because I didn't read 15 minutes before bed. Establishing a bedtime routine was one of the other things. Making a wish was yesterday's, and so the intention for me was to go out and make a wish on the under the full moon and at a sacred fire. However, although it didn't rain at the time, but they were calling for a high chance of rain. So we've postponed it to Sunday. So I'm going to do that wish on Sunday, but I still did make a wish. I still did make a wish of, okay, these are some of the things that I want to be able to have. And that wish for me is about being able to set intentions. So when I say make a wish, for me, that means setting an intention for my life, setting an intention for what it is that I desire and what it is that I would like an outcome to be. But then I also have to take action on it. So we can't just make a wish and then fairy godmother's going to come in and wave a magic wand and everything's going to be good. When we want something to happen, we still need to put it out there and be there. And so one of the other ones, and I think it was day 2, I can't remember, was about being able to pull a tarot card or an oracle card. And so I decided what I was going to do is start off with pulling a card for today for all of us. And so it's surrender to the magic of who you are. I thought that it was just like so beautiful with the energy of this full moon. And so we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and a worth that comes from being just you. And so I felt like, how appropriate is that? So that is kind of where it is that we were, what it is that I actually wanted to share. Hey, Anja. And so I am, so I just thought that I would pull a card for us for today as we move into today's prompt and today's self-care challenge prompt, which is 3 things that you're actually grateful for. And so I decided that I would give that a couple of seconds to be able to reflect on what are some of the things that I'm grateful for and what are those 3 things that I'm grateful for. So my first one is my family. So I love my boys to death, and I would do absolutely anything for them. And as much as there is sometimes it doesn't, we're not always in sync, I know that they would do anything for me. And same as having my husband and my parents, and having my family is really important to me, and being able to stay connected and spending that time together and doing things together, which I have really missed not being able to do with everything that's been going on. So being able to put my family and my extended family, and being able to spend time with other family members outside of my little circle. I miss our big, huge family gatherings that we used to have when I was growing up. So my family is really important to me. And then I have incredible people that are in my life. And so I received a message yesterday that I am extremely eternally grateful for, that brought me to tears. And so this person reached out to me and shared the impact that I have on her life as she has on mine. So it's reciprocating, but it was like, so having these important people in my life, these incredible people. So Lonnie, who is always online when she can find the lives, but having other people join. So Sue and my best friend Trey and Diane and Zian and all of these people who support me. So Bev, who we miss terribly, who's no longer up in our area, but all of the people that I connect with online. So Nikki and and I can list 1,000 people, I'm sure, but all these people who are in my life and have connected and are there to support me as I am there to support them. But we have these incredible people, and we have these incredible people that are in our lives that are from a distance, that may not necessarily be supporting us in the sense of like that they're even aware that they provide that light or provide that that inspiration. And so like all of these incredible people who we do reciprocate, but all these people who I look up to and have absolutely no idea who I am, but that I am inspired by. So like all of these incredible people in my life that have come through my life, that are part of my life, that have flowed through my life, and that will flow through my life. And the last thing that I'm actually grateful for is me. And so I am the only person who moves with me throughout my entire lifetime. So there are people that come into your life, leave your life, come back into your life, some people who never come back again. And so you've got all these different situations or people that are actually there in your life, but you are the only constant. You are the only person who is always there for you through thick and thin. There are some times when you are your hardest critic. And I know that for me, that is huge. So I know that there have been challenges that I've gone through that I look back and say, oh, I wish I would have handled it this way. But it wasn't. It was handled the way that it was. I wish that I would have made this decision, but what I can do is appreciate me and the path that I've taken and where I've been and where I'm going, and take me to the next space that I want to go to. And if I didn't care for that path, follow a new path. Or if I really cared for that path, continue on that path and just really grow with myself and be there for myself. Because if you would have asked me 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, would I have ever put me on the list of who I'm grateful for? My answer would probably have been no. Actually, not even probably. My answer would not have been no, because I didn't feel that I was actually worthy enough. And there are some days that I still feel that way. However, for the most part, I do. And so, so those are the 3 things that I'm grateful for today. And I just thought that I would share that. And please let me know what it is that you are grateful for. I would love to know what some of those things are that you are grateful for. And I'm going to add a 4th thing that I'm grateful for. And I'm grateful for you being on this journey with me. So we have already made it day 6. And I know from messages that I'm receiving that many of you are doing this on a regular basis. Some of you are commenting on the post, which is great because then we can have that full interaction. And some of you are sending me private messages, and I'm okay with either. And so, but knowing that I am not alone on this journey of this 30-day journey challenge is incredible. So thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for even sharing the video and being part of my community during these next 30 days. So I will be back on again tomorrow, probably around this time as well. And so one of the things that I've been doing in terms of my own self-care is on the weekends, trying to start a little bit later in my day. And so I will likely be on, I will be on around 10 o'clock tomorrow. And so tonight, for anybody who is in the Holistic Wellness Lounge, I'm going to be pulling cards. And I will be, again, doing our weekly card pull on the Rollie Allaire Holistic Life and Wellness Coach page at 11:10 on Sunday morning. And so, which is tomorrow. And but yeah, so I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you, and I will talk to you guys all soon, and bye for now.